And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing on this fine Monday? I have, of course, not done the bit yet where I can actually see your uh, chat. That's the word I'm looking for. Which we use flipping Edge for because that's the one thing that it's any good for other than downloading Chrome. Although downloading Chrome these days is also not even a good thing because Chrome is kind of a fat mess. Anyway, yes. Oh, how is it? Oh, no, we've not got not a lot of comments yet. It's very, very disappointing. Usually there's a big long comment thread, but then again, I've just realized I only put this up 7 minutes before it started. So maybe that's my fault. Maybe, but I will not take I will not take any blame for my own actions. But yeah, I can't even remember what we did this weekend. I don't think we did much. We managed to get an evening off from the kids, but it was so short notice that we literally couldn't do anything with it. So yeah, I guess we kind of managed to get out and have we had some lunch at a place we always go to because again we didn't have time to fucking organise anything. But yeah, how are you lot doing? What did you do this weekend? Did you have any fun? Mrs. Sick, please talk about Egypt. I mean, she can if she really wants to. I've
Egypt is a country in North Africa. There you go.
We actually had a chat about like I make jokes like Egypt is a big topic for her. She really likes talking about it. And I make jokes about that, and sometimes she feels like that I'm being like serious. And we had a long chat. I was like, no, I love it when you talk about a thing you're passionate about.
It wasn't that long.
What wasn't that long?
You said we had a long chat.
We had a chat. I guess we had a chat.
Yeah.
Every chat is long when you're me and you're chomping at the bit to go do everything at once. The ADHD brain is real. Can't stay for the full stream, but I need my weekly dose of terrible to feel right. I mean, you could always come back and listen to it after the fact. Last time you made a joke about me having a Nokia phone, but then I remember that I do have a Samsung Galaxy S9 until a few weeks ago. Well, I don't remember making any jokes about anything because that was a week ago and I do not brain. It's one of the reasons why it's so fun when someone criticizes a point in one of my videos and I write my videos 2 weeks before they go up and I edit them like a week before they go up for most times. So I have absolutely no fucking idea what I said. And so many times they're arguing against shadows. It's ridiculous. Salubrious greetings and salutations to you, Sir Sick, and your good lady. That's a good way to put it. She's my lady. Although she doesn't like the term lady because it's too posh and fancy. Don't talk about movies, they suck. But some movies are good. Like the idea that someone might. Like, I guess I can see why you might not have the patience to sit through a full movie, but you don't have to sit through the full movie. You can always pause it and come back later. I think there might be a website that tells you how to cut up a movie.
Isn't it Benji who doesn't like video games either?
I don't think Benji likes anything. Some people just don't like anything. They're very fun people at parties. Northern Bird, a better name.
I would approve of that one.
Yeah, she would definitely. She's my Northern Bird. Groinings and inebriations. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know there's a website that tells you when you can go for a piss break during a movie, which is a really good idea for going to the actual movies, to the cinema. But I can only imagine that there exists a thing that tells you how to cut up a movie into sections. If there isn't, that's a fucking $1 million idea, except it wouldn't make any money. It would be people sharing, but it's still a really good idea if no one's had it before me. because sometimes when you come back to a movie after pausing it halfway through, you're like, wait, what the fuck happened? I can't remember. None of this makes sense. We're going to have to go back and watch the whole thing again.
I don't have a problem with rewatching things.
Yeah, but when you try to finish something, like I started playing Indica, which is approximately a 4 to 6 hour game. I was trying to beat it in one day, but I started like at the end of the day, which is probably not the best call, but it is what it is. And I am concerned that I'll be like, now, what the fuck was this about? Gaming sucks. Benji hates everything. Fair enough. I had my pathology appointment today. I have to take 6-week course about feelings, emotions, and not killing. Oh, and the worst of all, they said I have to stop drinking whiskey. Bugger. God damn. What? That's a lot. Is everything okay? I still have all my old mobiles. I used to keep all my old mobiles. I have some of my old ones, but usually I keep them in really, really good nick, so they're worth enough money to actually sell. But I'm very much a technology hand-me-downer. Basically, for the most part, I get the things first, and then Mrs. Sick gets the thing either at the same time if it's like a phone. Like, she always gets a phone at about the same time as me. And then our last 2 phones went to the kids because they were the same phone. We both had a Pixel 6. And then computers tend to step down. And then Miss Sick complains that, oh, I got a hand-me-down, boo-hoo. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is an argument that I wanted to bring up again. Mrs. Sick does not consider a hand-me-down computer a gift. Discuss. I think it is. Because I could have sold it. I was thinking of selling it. But instead, I thought, no, I'll give it to her because she'll like that. Which she does.
You weren't planning on giving it to me, though. You were planning on making a computer for the kids with it.
No, not with that. We've had this discussion a few times. No, not that one. That was not the plan. That became the plan for a different set of computers later. But no, because I would not have given them a 3080 as their computer thing. I would have done.
No, I don't see hand-me-downs as gifts probably because of how I got hand-me-downs when I was younger. A lot of the hand-me-downs I got were like crap.
Are the hand-me-downs you get from me not that? Are they good things that I hand down to you?
I like your clothes.
Those aren't hand-me-downs. Those are just theft. That's just larceny. I buy myself a t-shirt and then 2 wears later, I'm like, where's my t-shirt? I find it in her fucking drawers. Or, no, usually, that's not fucking what happens. I just see her wearing it. And I'm like, oh. Yeah.
It's comfortable.
Hand-me-downs. So she doesn't consider things I actually give to her gifts. And she considers things she steals from me to hand-me-downs. I don't think she knows what words mean. God damn, everything's computer. Is everything I give her a computer? Okay. I gave one of my old smartphones away to the theatre member. The theatre I'm a member of, to be used as a barcode scanner for tickets. I mean, that works. It's just a little computer. I have a landline phone. It's an old-timey phone from the 70s and it still works, even on the digital thingy. God, we haven't had a landline. Have we had one ever? I don't think
we had one.
Oh, yeah, we had one for like 5 minutes, didn't we?
Yeah, and we had like an old woman who kept phoning us.
Yeah.
It's the only person that ever phoned our landline was this old woman who did
Kid needs 3080s. No, they don't. I mean, they do probably need an upgrade now. They're running on 970s. For those who know, that's quite old now. I want to go back to Android 7. Android 14 looks like a coffee-sipping hipster OS. Yeah, but it would be really, really unsecure. EVGA, rest in peace. Does someone know that my 3080 was an EVGA one? Did I bring that up? Or am I being watched? It's unfair that girls can steal hoodies and shirts, but when I do it, I'm an egg. Doesn't seem fair. Egg? I mean, you might look like one. I imagine it won't fit that well. Not the greatest symbolic declaration of undying love, but still gifts. What? It's not supposed to be a declaration of undying love.
You don't do that anyway.
No. The closest thing I ever did to a loving gift was to pull a box of chocolates out of my fucking crotch. It was hilarious. It was one of my favourite things I've ever done. And she really thought it was fucking hysterical.
Just didn't expect it. Yeah.
He just walked in the room, just pulled chocolates out of my zip. I bought 2 packets, FYI, because they were on sale. But yeah, the day after Valentine's Day, best day for chocolates. I was complaining that my 2080 laptop is getting old. Damn. Your 2080 laptop is getting old. Get a new one. God damn it. You have my permission. My younger sister stole all my shirts because they're big, stretchy, and look cool. That's not... Right. I stole the thing because I like it. It's not like a good reason to do it. Oh, are you using the term egg as in a trans person who doesn't realise they're Oh, okay.
Is that an actual thing?
I guess because they're at the start of their journey and they haven't come out of their shell yet. I think that's the idea.
Right, okay. What?
I think it's supposed to be cute.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I have no idea.
Every time I see the word egg, my brain just goes, egg! Every time.
I want my youth back. Oh, don't we all? I want your youth back as well. I melted my 970 XT trying to make it do AI stuff a few months ago. It had a good life. Jesus. Maybe don't get it to do that or cool it properly. Fucking hell. Send sick the hand-me-down laptop. Yeah.
You'd probably like it, to be honest.
I fucking love it.
You'd probably tinker it with it.
I have a bunch of old tech stuff. Like, I still have a laptop that I bought absolutely picking ages ago. And even we have a laptop in the building that we should probably get rid of because the battery doesn't work anymore. And it's a slow, old piece of garbage. But it's still it boots. So I'm loath to just chuck it. But the other thing is, I fucking hate eBaying. I really, really don't like selling things because I find it to be hard work. But I should just give stuff away. I should get on the Facebook Marketplace. I'm sure people would be happy because I am very, very anti e-waste. Because computers do stuff for such a long time. They're usable for goddamn forever. Okay, let's talk about weddings. I never got the chance to propose. I was told we were getting married. Oh, God. Now, question. Were you told beforehand, or did you walk to this party and think, this is a really fancy building? Walk in and say, how come everybody I've ever met is here? And why is everyone ushering me down the central sort of funnel of this room? This is all very strange. Oh, my girlfriend's here. / boyfriend or whatever. I really like that idea of not knowing you're getting married until, like, it's just before I do. And you're like, I do what? Well, you said I do.
That's what Kaylee said. Oh my god.
What?
I'm trans. I definitely don't look like an egg. I look like Shrek in a wig. No, you don't. I could look back and see your picture.
Giving my mum's female cat scritches yesterday. She went to sleep for a few minutes, then woke herself up by sneezing. She then gave me a side eye as if to say, you saw nothing. Sorry, I changed your words, but mine are better. Don't tinker on the laptop unless you have a safe word and those waterproof sheets. I don't think the waterproof sheets are going to protect the laptop. Having a waterproof laptop sounds fucking awesome, though.
You mean ones that you use for scuba diving?
Is that a thing?
Probably.
I can't say I've ever seen scuba divers. Like, I know that you can get
scuba
like,
diving is
ruggedized
not my
ones.
special interest, so I don't know if it's a thing.
You can get ruggedized ones, which are at least spray resistant, which would work for peeing. I sold my brother a Galaxy A12 for $40 for him to give to his daughter. She smashed it in 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
You got the money, though, right? Let's be frank. Let's look at the important parts. It was his phone at that point. That's really bad. When I gave the kids our old phones for we gave them for Christmas, because they've been pestering us for phones. They're above the age of 10 at this point. It starts to become kind of just a thing they need in order to exist within this society. But I put new screen protectors on them and got them new nice cases. And one of the kids decided to pick at the fucking screen protector. And I was like, because we charged them for them. I was looking at it and like, why are there fucking enormous bubbles under it? How did I fuck this up so hard? I obviously blame myself immediately. It didn't occur to me that my child had just sat there going, oh, look, a thing. Pick, 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 pick.
And then it came off. He's like, oh shit, put it back on.
More than likely. I'm like, dude, why? Those cost money and that takes time, which is the bit that annoyed me. SSD swaps bring so much life to old laptops. They absolutely do. God, if someone is running an actually old laptop with a fucking spinny disk rust thing in it, you have a friend in this economy? I have people that I call friends. I don't know if it's technically true. Evening friends and sickos. These are not called sickos. And they're definitely not sycophants, which is one that got aired. Actually, I came up with it before anybody ever said it to me, and I thought, no, that's a bit much.
They're terrible people.
Terrible people. People who watch Sir Sick, terrible people. It's about being self-aware. I look at a history of science and technology course in college. I had to write a book report and read 2 textbook chapters a week. So you did a course and it involved coursework. My God, that scumbags. How could they?
Can't I just walk into the building and just give me a qualification?
I just want the paper. I know everything already, obviously. Look at me. I'm a fat nerd. I don't know about you, but I certainly am. Oh, crap. I can both see my picture. Oh, crap. Scuba on the wife. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest. Scuba on the wife doesn't... Scuba is just an association. They're called scuba divers because it's like... God, I used to know what it was. Whatever it is, someone knows what scuba means.
Scuba's a funny word.
I still laugh at the app that waterproof phones. Well, the fucking... Because people will make these really, really convincing... Well, they're convincing if you're not skeptical at all. Like, I see things and go, okay, how is this a joke? Sometimes I'm reading something for ages before I realise that it's not supposed to be a joke. And I'm like, oh.
Is it like the one where people put
them in the microwave?
Microwave, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was called like air charge or something stupid like that. Yeah, and then people did it because of course they did. If there's something stupid to do, someone will do it. I saw a video of someone tossing their new iPad that they just opened and dropped it and completely cracked and broke the screen. That is heartbreaking. The other one is never ever unbox something anywhere other than like on a bed. Because you see people and they're like getting it out of the box and it will like fold itself out of the box and fling itself onto the floor, which is, yeah, tech gore is something that I both really, really don't like and also find very upsetting. Yeah. The other one is when an old person doesn't know what a thing is. there's a video of someone using an iPad as a chopping board, and that it might be fake, but sometimes you get a feeling. It looked very convincing. Sicko's breakfast. Just add whiskey. It's just a glass of whiskey. Let's be frank. Sicko's would be a bottle of whiskey.
I like the idea. You know how people wrap alcohol in paper bags to hide it?
Oh yeah.
You just do that with a cereal box.
It'd just be a cereal box with a bottle of whiskey in it.
Yeah.
For kids, no. Do not give kids Sickos. They will be very drunk and even more annoying than they usually are. And that's the main reason not to do it, apart from all the legal ones. We are the absolute worst, but not as bad as Who-Mans. That's true. No one in here is a Who-Man, are they? Because you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be running in terror. If you're not running in terror, I can only assume you're not a Who-Man, and that makes sense. That makes sense to me, right? Scuba, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Okay. A self-contained Uber. Is that I know what part of it means. I like the Florida man who microwaved a microwave. Now that's something I've got to see. I also like it when people throw bricks into tumble dryers / clothes washing machines, because those things go wild. My swoober gear is more sexy. I mean, fair. Sicko spaghetti hoops in a whiskey sauce. You know that whiskey sauce is just going to be whiskey, right? Yeah. What constitutes a sauce? Is there a thickness requirement for something to be a sauce rather than like a juice? Like there is the theory that because what is it? Whiskey comes from grains, and grains are technically a fruit, making whiskey ketchup. I heard that somewhere. Kill Bill cereal box with a gun in it. Like what what did her kids think about that? Jesus Christ. I didn't realize you did live content. No, Who-Mans. I'm the 100 Grillers. Love your work, man. Thank you, Nomad Universe. And yeah, I do. They're not very good, so don't expect much. Very, very, very unscripted. LARPing as humans from time to time. We all do that. We walk around going, I need to pay my taxes. Yeah. What is wrong with me? I just plowed through Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in German. I guess what's wrong with you is that you like Hitchhiker's Galaxy and can read German. Maybe you are even German. I don't know if that counts as being wrong with you, but of the list of things, it's on there. Okay, seriously. What is the best whiskey? I need to know. I could tell you what one I really like, and it's Bullet Bourbon. Some would argue that's not a whiskey because it's not the one with the fucking wine in it. Like, Scotch, yeah, I get it. Scotch is like the original whiskey, but I'm mostly just okay with Scotch. But I don't think it's as nice as bourbon. Bourbon is very tasty. Therefore, whiskey is a salad. I mean, I stopped being human when I realized it wasn't worth the effort around 16. That's fair. Favorite starchy tuber? Oh, I thought you were saying tuber like some sort of YouTube fucking group who make videos on starch. You mean tuber like thing that goes at food that comes from the ground, I suppose. I don't know if that's the definition of tuber, but when I think of tuber, I think of like things like potatoes. But I'm not 100% sure. Sauce needs to be able to stick to things, so it does need some viscosity. I'd suggest agave gum, so the flavor isn't ruined. So you want to turn whiskey into a whiskey sauce by filling it with gum. Really gummed up that whiskey. Have you got one of those whiskey bottles in the shape of a Grim Reaper? No, I didn't know those were a thing.
I know you can get one for that's shaped like a skull when you do a type of rum.
I know that there's a vodka that's in a crystal skull vodka, and
Mm.
the guy who makes it, it's a celebrity, and whose name escapes
I'm
me.
sure chat would know.
But they talk about it as if it being in the crystal skull has any fucking impact on the contents of it, like magically, and it's pretty funny. I think I was thinking about covering it at one point, and then I forgot it existed. I should Dan Aykroyd, yeah, and like he is a funny bastard. He's been in some really good movies, but oh my god, dude, unless that's a bit, and you just have a, but I don't think it is. I think he's just a bit of a woo guy. Quite like Hague Club whiskey. It's smooth enough to drink with no nicer water or nicer. I'm not sure what you mean by nicer. I had one called Tin Cup recently. It was damn good, made by Kevin Costner. Of course it was. I can't believe I actually fucking get the reference as well. That was his fucking golf movie. I don't know why I know that. I think I've seen it once. I didn't exactly rate the movie. And yet, there's a whiskey distillery in my hometown. They make a whiskey called Slicky. That doesn't sound. That's not a good name. It's a bad name. Look it up. No, I'm not going to look it up. I'm not even sure what you mean. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I play the saxophone. Fair. Dr. Detroit wasn't his best work. I'm not sure who that is or what you mean, but sure, why not? Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him hooray, filling his skull with whiskey might have been a bad idea. No, it's never a bad idea to fill a skull with whiskey. Whether or not the person is alive at the time is irrelevant. You can always use it as a cup. Way back in my 20s, I was incredibly high one night when I had the incredible revelation that whiskey is hexagonal. I thought it was an epiphany. I fell asleep repeating it to myself in reconfirmation. Do you have any fucking idea what you actually meant at the time? Or were you like, oh, fuck, that was dumb? I went through a phase of writing down, like, well, I would say writing down jokes, but it would usually be a word. And then I'd wake up the next day, look at the thing, and go, why the fuck did I write sandwich? I have no fucking. Do I need a sandwich? I'll go make a sandwich. It was you. Yeah.
Some people do that with their dreams. They'll wake up and write something down quickly about what like the theme of their dream, and sometimes you get the most wackiest shit from it.
I could imagine. I do now. If I come up with a joke, what I do try and do is turn it into a fully functional, coherent joke, and then I write that down, and I put that somewhere that I can use later. Usually, I will use the joke within the next week, on purpose to make sure that I ever use the joke because I will forget. I can't drink whiskey; it makes me angry, and I'm fucking Irish. I mean that makes a lot of sense. I makes my anger is a much better way of saying that than it makes me angry. So, oh, it makes me angry. I think I was thinking about some sort of molecular structure. I don't know. The walls were orange. That's fair. When the walls are orange, everything's hexagonal. I mean, I guess the fucking the chemical structure might be hexagonal, but that doesn't fucking mean anything. And also, like, they're not really. Have you ever heard of synesthesia? What the ability to see like color, hear colors, and see sounds and that kind of shit.
Well, sometimes it's like
No, I've never heard of that.
It's like certain words have a number value or have a color attached to them.
From a body mass to brain size perspective, koalas are the dumbest animals in the world. The hands video made me think of that. I'm sorry, but for my body mass and size of brain, mine is tiny. Thank you very much. Synesthesia is cool. You can see music. I mean, do you have synesthesia? Because I imagine if you have it, it's more annoying than anything else. Mozart had that. I've heard he had a lot of things. I've got mild synesthesia. I sort of see music in my head. I guess at a mild level, it'd probably be quite interesting. If God exists, it's in Coffee Kraken and Coffee Dead Man's Finger. Fucking amazing. Please try it if you like coffee. No mixer, just an ice cube. Beautiful.
What does music look like?
That is a question.
I'm curious.
I mean, I know, but it is a question.
Because some people would associate it with like other things that they've experienced. So like, oh, when I hear this particular song, it reminds me of this particular thing, and that's what that music looks like.
I'm deaf and colorblind. Boo-hoo, poor me. I mean, Lars, Jesus. You did ask what was wrong with you earlier.
It's also Danish.
Wait, I thought you said you listened to something, or did you say you read it? No, you read it in German. Right, okay. Good job you didn't say listen and out yourself as something, I don't know. Synesthesia is like hearing musical notes as colours. That is what Mozart had. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Greetings, your royal high ass. Who's that? It's not me. I'm not high. I'm drunk. I mean, I'm not even drunk yet. Yeah.
Music looks like colours sound. Duh.
Sorry. I am very, very, very stupid, so it's good. Sorry, who's asking for Daddy? Because Daddy's gone. He went for cigarettes. He's not coming back. Greetings, your anus. I mean, you can greet my anus if you want, but the only thing it's going to say back to you is probably going to be a very shitty opinion. Just drunk? Why not high and drunk? Because I'm a nerd and I actually don't know where to get drugs. We don't talk to our neighbors. Our friends are as fucking big nerds as we are, so the only friend that we had who knew how to drugs moved away. So literally, I have no fucking idea, and unless they legalize the marijuana in this country, I am going to continue to have no idea because I don't fucking talk to people. I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could probably find out, but There was an orchestral conductor who often in rehearsal said, "Stop, this piece should be browner, and you're way too blue." I like that, but only because everyone's like, okay, but what does that mean? I misunderstood what it meant when I first heard of it. At first, I thought it meant they could listen to an object like a crayon or marker and determine the color. I imagine that some people look at an object and can hear it. I can imagine that happens, but yeah. It wouldn't be like if you were writing with it and you go, "Oh, you're writing with sky blue there, aren't you?" Without actually fucking looking at it. What time is the time to talk about Egyptian alcohol? I mean, from the time period, lots of things were alcohol because drinking water was a terrible idea that would make you shit yourself to death.
Yeah, most people would drink beer, but
weak beer.
You had people who were more like elite class. They would drink wine. Yeah. But modern alcohol in Egypt, I don't think there is because it's a Muslim country.
Oh my god, I just pegged that Sir Sick kind of sounds like Moss from the IT crowd. I'm sorry, I sound nothing like Moss from the IT crowd. Fire! Four! Yeah, like, what? What are you talking about? I get fucking all sorts of weird ones, but that's definitely one of the weirder ones.
I like the one when people say you sound like Noel Fielding.
That's the one who was in IT crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were watching The Mighty Boosh yesterday, weren't you? Or the day before. Someday this week.
I was always wondering, did ancient Egyptians drink warm beer? Yes, they did, and it was watered down usually.
Did they drink Baileys from a shoe? More brown, less blue. Make it more shitty and less sexy then? Depends how you feel about the colour blue. You might not find blue to be sexy. Maybe he wanted more shit, less depressing. Or maybe he wanted less dubba-dee-dubba-die. I've never tried drugs because with any of the traditional substances, mainly alcohol, I just never trip balls. I lose my coordination sooner than control. I mean, most people are basically like that. Oh. There were ancient breweries found near the pyramids. Well, yeah, of course there were. Again, everyone had figured out beer, had figured out some form of alcohol quite a long while ago, which is why just basically everybody drank it, but in really weak, gross form.
Egypt is not a Muslim country. Egypt is a Christian country which is primarily occupied by Muslims. That would make it a Muslim country if it's majority Muslim.
Yeah. I feel like that's largely how that works. Didn't one of them have?
It's also I'm pretty sure it's like the state religion there as well. So
didn't one of them have a bath in Baileys? Probably not. Are you talking about Egyptian people? Because I think one of them bathed in milk, but not Baileys. I don't know when Irish Baileys was like Irish cream was first created, but I feel like it wasn't in Egypt times. I could be wrong. I'd be happy to be wrong because
what are you on about?
Irish cream is lush. Apparently, someone bathed in Baileys, and I'm not sure who they mean.
Baileys. There's Cleopatra. She apparently bathed in milk.
But not Baileys.
Not Baileys, no.
No, that's my point. Wasn't there a rice spirit where they used to spit to ferment the grain or something? I mean, there are lots of ways to make alcohol. Some of them grosser than others. There's ways of making coffee.
You ferment.
Many of you will be aware of the ones that comes from some animal shit, because the animals eat the coffee beans and they shit out the grounds, and then they turn those into really expensive coffee. I would not drink, mostly for the price. I'd try it. I mean, it's not like it's fucking poisonous. Today at my appointment, I was asked if I take recreational drugs like weed, coke, heroin, or opium. What the fuck? But I was told I can't drink whiskey. I'm confused. Well, I'm assuming that they meant, is that a thing that you were also prone to doing? Not, you can't drink whiskey, but don't do all these other things. I'm assuming you shouldn't do any of them while you're doing whatever it is you're doing.
Also, many Egyptians are Coptic. I won't say many Egyptians. I would say there is a reasonable amount of Coptic Orthodox for where else you might find Coptic Orthodox. In Egypt, there's a larger population of Coptic Orthodox compared to other places. I wouldn't say also many Egyptians are Coptic, though, because majority are Muslim. You do have Christians there as well, but it's a large amount is Muslim. I can't remember what the percentage is, though, because I haven't looked it up in a while, but it's quite a lot of... It's like as in majority, as in like it's probably above the 90% is Muslim.
Cleopatra bathed in ass milk. I do not like the sound.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I remember now. It's not really the...
Let's be fair. Ass milk doesn't... Because of the word milk, is like, okay, I get what milk is.
Apparently she did, yeah.
But I mean, a real ass milk would be diarrhea. And it would be disgusting to bathe in it. Very.
Oh, God, I don't want to.
Would you like to have a nice warm bath?
What
Sure.
of ass milk?
In diarrhea. No. But it's ass milk. Anytime is a good time to talk about Egyptian alcohol. It's dog like animal, bird, leaf, a clock somewhere. For God's sake. I may be wrong, but I think the animal that poops coffee is the same one Mitsubishi Pajero was named after. Correct me if I'm wrong, smart people in the chat. There are no smart people in this chat. They'd be somewhere else. Come on. And if you're in this chat thinking, oh, actually, sick, I'm very smart. No, you're not. You're in this chat. I'm sorry to break it to you. You'd be doing something. You'd be somewhere else, solving world hunger, like making a very good human killing bomb, something of use. I don't know why it's one or the other. Save all the humans, kill all the humans. But, you know, that's where my mind went. While I'm in the UK next week for my first time, is there anything you'd recommend to see? I'm thinking of swimming in the Strid I don't drink. I think that a really good place to visit in the UK is this thing called an airport and to just fucking run away. No. I don't know.
It depends what you're into.
There's like lots of places there, and there's some quite nice places.
If you like modern British sort of culture, then stay in London.
Yeah, if you want somewhere really nice and sort of quite calm and just a pleasant place, like the Peak District is.
Peak Districts is nice, yeah.
It's really nice.
And personal favourite places is probably I've never been to Scotland, but apparently some nice places there.
Wales has really nice things.
And Wales is absolutely gorgeous. I love Wales.
The animal that poops coffee is called the elephant. I'm pretty sure the one I'm thinking of is a different thing. Kopi Luwak, the brand was called Cat Crap. That's the one I'm thinking of. And I'm pretty sure that a cat is not an elephant. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. One time. Well, I was sort of wrong. I can be intelligent and not want to help humanity at the same time. Yeah, but you can't be in this chat. Yeah? You think about it. And also, I didn't say... I can't remember what I said. If I said intelligent, then I guess that's what we're going with. But if I said smart, that's not the same thing as being intelligent. You could be a big stupid, not smart, and still, like, be a clever little bitch. The animal is a civet, which just sounds like the name that a DJ makes when they're mixing records in whatever the fuck it is that DJs do. All mammals are cats now. Yes, this is a fact backed up by the science. Dorset is also lovely. Yeah, I mean, I remember going to pool as a kid. That was quite nice.
Do not swim in the street. To be honest, don't swim in any bodies of water.
Don't swim. You're not welcome in the water.
No, the water doesn't want you. There's a reason why you breathe oxygen,
got
not
sharks
water.
in it. And the Strid might not specifically, but generally, water on Earth, there's a really good chance it's got sharks in it somewhere. Say, I think it was Randy Feltface was talking about what foods in nature are blue. And everyone goes blueberries. And blueberries are fucking purple. What is blue? It's like the sea. Okay, then. Blue flavored food. It means it's got sharks in it. I saw a rhino poop out an Ace Ventura once. That was a very accurate documentary. I enjoyed that one. Don't they make monkeys eat coffee beans and then roast the monkeys or the beans or something? I would imagine it's more poop. Like, I feel like it would be very inefficient to, like, cook a monkey just to get, like, a coffee. The British Museum is a must. So is the Tate. But not that Tate. the one that's a building, not the one that's a wanker.
I liked the British Museum, but the Petrie Museum is way better.
Technically, all large bodies of water are some percentage human corpse. I mean, especially the ones around me, but that's for a different reason. Thank you, Comical Boxer, for the £2. I don't know if you wanted to say something, but you didn't. But I do like money, so that's always cool. We need to feed coffee beans to sharks and see how their poop brews for science. I feel that the best bet is to just stop making coffee out of shit. I mean, when you say, "Core, this coffee tastes like shit," the answer shouldn't be "it is shit," and you go, "Oh, it's a bit nutty." I am referencing something there. Now, lads, I was tripping. I just checked. Those are 2 different animals. I don't know why I even made the connection. I must be dumb and should despawn myself out of embarrassment. You shouldn't despawn yourself. You should commit ritual Sudoku, where you play a game of Sudoku to punish yourself because it's not fun and no one ever liked it. And
I like it.
No one ever liked it. It is shit, Austin. Thank you. Beb is the sound a flurf makes when they can't show McToon what he just asked them to show them. Okay, fair enough. I'm vaguely aware of McToon, but not enough to know anything about anything they do. I hate when I find corn in my coffee. Nice lumpy coffee. Jesus Christ. Who doesn't like a good Sudoku? Me, obviously. You want money? Well, you can't have it. I will never donate to you, as I don't know how, because I am dumb. That's fair. Thank you, not thank you. Thank you, not, for the £5. Yes, no. I have actually punched myself in the balls before, and to be honest, I prefer Sudoku. Have you ever sat on your balls? Because that is I think it's something you only do once, but I feel like most dudes have. It is not fun. I mean, anything to the balls is generally just not a good time. Depending on where things are made, some percentage of the things you consume are human corpse. I assume that essentially everything everywhere is some amount human corpse. Just because
humans have their grubby little hands in everything.
Yeah. I mean, one of the old statistics is that every drop of water has been through another human being at least 7 times, and any drink that you have has been through some famous person at least once, like one of the molecules of it. I'm not only dyslexic but sex-lexic too. I mean, I suffer from a very sexual learning disability called sexlexia. Machines don't discriminate. I think that they will, which is why I constantly insult my Alexa. So when Mrs. Sick is being taken to the slave mines because she was so nice to them, I'll already be dead. See, I've thought these things through.
I'm not nice to Alexa for the sake of the robot. I'm nice for the sake of myself. I like to be polite.
Mean to Alexa, set a timer for 3 hours because it's hilarious.
Want us because you just go, "Shut up, bitch," to her all the time and stuff.
Just like, shut the hell up. I also genuinely don't like the sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, it's like anthropomorphism, and making them act like they're human when they're not. They're just objectively not, and I find it very fucking annoying that the Alexa that I have in my living room, when I ask it to do something, it greets me specifically, but no one else in this house, and I'm the one person who doesn't want it to greet them. I think it does it to fuck with me.
He's like, "Good morning." You're like, no.
Shut the fuck up. Stop setting off my Alexa, Sir Sick. Alexa, set a timer for 4 hours. Alexa pisses tangy. Who here is a Carlisle FC fan? Well, there's like 86 people here, so probably one, unless it's not you, and you're just looking for them. I'm hunting down Carlisle FC fans. Where are they? Are you hiding any in here? I'm pretty sure not. I don't like football, neither does Mrs. Sick. And I imagine people who like my content probably don't like it either. At least a lot of them. Mine is muted at the moment. Damn it. If you ask the thing to tell you the funniest joke in the world, last time it was the Paranoia Library one, but the next day she said humor was subjective. Then it asks you, then it tells you, I already told you a joke today. Or you ask it for, that's it, you ask it for a joke about being well, that's just fucking perfect.
You just do what the kids do. They keep asking her for fart noises.
Yeah, we didn't even know
And
that thing
I
existed.
I didn't know it was a thing, but one of the kids asked her for a powerful fart noise.
Thank you so much. Damn it, I had to
Like,
cancel.
what type of fart would you want? And she was powerful.
The best thing is someone's gonna forget that I set off their alarm, or they're only gonna cancel one of them. Sessic loves AI. It is very Sessic way to do. I mean, no.
Does it do juicy?
Does it do juicy
Well, you
farts?
ask and find out.
Alexa sexually harasses me. I don't know what happened. Well, someone had no. What do you mean Alexa sexually harasses you? Alexa, sexually harass Brutus Magnuson. I don't know what that's going to do, but it should be funny. He meant Al. Oh, okay. You can ask Alexa to play insult sword fighting from Monkey Island. That's really cool. Does it actually just do insult sword fighting in general, or do you have to do the one from the game? I shout, Alexa, play Agadoo through the neighbor's letterbox when I'm on their lease. That's fucking hysterical. I feel that could get you into trouble, though. Speaking of AI takeover, coincidentally, I watched the 1983 classic War Games for the first time yesterday. That is a thing. The only winning move is not to play. Alexa, fight Siri. Hey Google, set a timer for 4 hours. Fuck you too. It didn't even set off my phone. Usually I can say anything. I can
Sometimes we're often talking and she just starts like
really
transcripting.
I'm sorry, I can't help with that. That's good because I didn't fucking ask you to. Scream like there's a domestic disturbance and then run out of your neighbor's house. Jesus Christ. I feel like that's probably not a feature. So what do you want? As an AI, I don't have what's on need. But if you have John Connor's address, that would be great. Fair. Have you seen this boy? You set off my Google, you bastard. That was the plan. That was the plan. Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 hours. I can't leave anyone who's got the last one out. Like
it's all your fault anyway. You should be using headphones.
Yeah, exactly. Why are you listening to things on speakers? What's wrong with you? It'd be funny if that would work if you were on your phone though. My phone automatically gave me Gemini instead of Google Assistant. I don't know why. I guess it depends how new the phone is. Set a timer for 2 a.m. and set the alarm to powerful farts. That's what you do to other people's when you're in their house and they leave the room. That'd be fucking brilliant. Yeah, it's a very mean thing to do, but I've done it several times and I do it on purpose and I don't give a fuck. When people come back to me and said, you bastard, I can't believe you did that. I got woken up at 4 a.m. because of that. And I'm like, yeah, that was the idea. I don't know what to fucking tell you. You listened to the fucking stream and you didn't do anything about it. This is not my fault. This is your fault. And if you have to go away, pause. Like you can't blame me if you left the room and me alone with your device. I won't say it again. And it got set off. Like, pause the thing when you leave the room. Come back, catch up with the rest of the stream. Ugh. Brutus, my would criticize the Latin pronunciation. Okay. It took 45 minutes for my second daughter to be born. I'm a proud father of the fastest fart in the West. Okay, fair enough. I can't hear the name Gemini and not immediately hear the goddamn cricket tell me about ergo. Might have played too much Liza P at this point. I did have that. I looked it up and see if Gemini was supposed to be like Jiminy Cricket. And apparently the things are not related, which I don't think makes any sense. I thought that would be really clever if that's the case. Otherwise, Gemini is just pretentious. It's like the name of a fucking hippie child. It's just awful. Play 2 girls 1 cup. I don't think it would find that for you, but it would be slightly amusing if it would. Have Alexa whisper, "I'm the closet monster. I'm going to eat your butt at night." I mean, that's one way to be woken up in the morning. I'll give you that. I had a shit housemate once before I left the apartment. Because of him and his hygiene, I dumped cheap digital watches behind the switch sockets that went off at 1 hour intervals after 3 a.m. What you need is to do that, and you leave them at various places around the house, but you have the timers set for like days and weeks if you can.
You know, like all that effort that you put in, you could use your powers for good, you know.
Good is for goodies.
Yeah.
Nobody wants them. I never put notifications on this channel, and now I'm late. Well, I mean, it's a good thing in one way, because I haven't set off all of your devices if you have them, and made them set alarms that you would then forget. But, you know, inside the goddamn walls. So let me get this straight. You want to visit the king of the potato people on your magic carpet to plead for your freedom, and you say you're not mad. I mean, to be fair, Gemini was a model of car here in Australia for a while, popular in the 80s and 90s, and popular among enthusiasts to modify. But is it a ute? Because that's the only vehicle in Australia that matters, is the family ute. What you do is you say to device, play All There All Around Us, then add to favorites. Okay. I would shout this through a letterbox. What is the factorial of 69? Okay, fair enough. I really, really liked in the early days of the Xbox One, you could say Xbox off. And it would just turn them off. So people who were streaming would just go Xbox off. Or if you knew someone was playing a game and that they were listening to chat through speakers and you were playing against them, you could say Xbox off and they would just leave the game.
That's really mean.
That's so funny. That's better, in my opinion, than when someone says, "Hey, how do I do this in my game?" And you say, "Oh, well, what you do is you hold Alt and then you press F4." And the ultimate one was always, "How do I fix this problem on my computer?" Right, you type C :dash format, which would just format your hard drive. Not a nice thing to do, but very, very funny. Anyway, it's time for me to do a fucking off. So I will. But thanks for coming, and I'll catch you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.